Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week I want to do something a little bit different. I just sat down to eat my lunch and I'm like, you know what? Let's do what I eat in a week. But we are going to do this what I eat in a week a little bit differently because here we are a very, very big leftover household. So if it was for dinner, it's probably going to be for lunch the next day. So instead of just showing you the same meal over and over again because it's going to be a leftover, I'm just going to show you when I eat a different meal basically instead of being repetitive. Now you might also be thinking, why are you saying you're going to start with lunch and not breakfast? That is just simply because I am not a very big breakfast person. I never have. Like even in school, I just would never have breakfast. I would just go right to school. I don't know, I've just, never had like a hankering for bacon and eggs. That was probably my first sign that I should become vegan before I even did become vegan, was the fact that I did not like bacon, eggs, and honestly really any meat. So for me, just not having breakfast works, mostly also because I don't really ever wake up hungry. I don't really feel hungry till like 11 or 12. So that just happens to work well for me. Obviously not for everybody though, because for example, my mom is the complete opposite. She wants to have her breakfast where I'm like, no, I think I'm okay. But for today's lunch, I'm gonna have some just plain spaghetti and a little Parmesan cheese on top. This was actually yesterday's dinner, so a leftover. Now, as I show you my spaghetti, you're gonna kind of think, girl, that looks dry. Where's the sauce? I don't like a lot of sauce on my spaghetti. I don't like when it gets like wet and mushy, so I don't put a lot of sauce on. I know it's probably weird to some people, but I have the palate of a toddler, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. Now this right here is my favorite little snack. It craves my little chocolate craving all the time. Big chocolate lover here. So this brownie, oh my goodness, is my favorite. It's not super crazy in calories or anything, but it's just enough. To me, it kind of tastes like a Cosmo brownie and like Entenmann's Little Bite brownie, like in one. It's just so perfect for me, for somebody who like loves to have a little chocolate, and it's got dates in it, and I don't know, I love it. This is my little sweet treat of the day. Oh, always. So tonight for dinner, I made a whole big thing. Oh, I'm not a big breakfast person. Yada, yada. We're having pancakes for dinner. Now, I'm gonna show you the stack here, and you're gonna be like, what the hell? We're not eating all those pancakes. We just like batch make a bunch of little pancakes, and they're great to eat throughout the week. So leftovers. So that's what we're having tonight for dinner is pancakes. I'm hoping we don't run out of syrup. We might, because we didn't realize we didn't have as much syrup as we thought we did. But that is tonight's dinner. I will say I was craving the pancakes, so I am a liar about the breakfast stuff. So the dinner that we're gonna do today is probably one of my favorites. It's a little weird. I think people will be like, what? But listen, I truly eat like a toddler because just my palate. But it's one of my favorites. I simply just take some Gardein ground beef. I'm gonna throw it in a pan, cook it up, put some cheese in it, and put it in a quesadilla and just eat that. And I don't know, it's like one of my favorites to have. I usually will pair it with some kind of like potato, maybe like a french fry or a hash brown. Today, I'm feeling hash browns though, so we're gonna do 2 hash browns with it. Now, here's the thing. This is the exact seasoning that I put on it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think if you don't put these on, it does not taste as good. Honestly, every time I've been just like adding like more and more. Like this is a pretty recent addition, and this is like the most recent. And honestly, it just like gives it like a nice little like kick of heat and spice in it. And I don't think I'd eat it if I didn't have this in it. Here it is. Yeah, it's just a bunch of meat in a quesadilla, but it's delicious. Okay, so we have ran out of leftovers, so I officially had to come up with a lunch. Usually I love a good peanut butter and jelly for like an easy, simple lunch, but we also don't have bread. And I really want a grilled cheese. Since I don't have bread, I can't do a grilled cheese either. So, quesadilla, they're not even in frame. Quesadilla and some cheese. And 2 hash browns is today's lunch. Honestly, this looks and sounds pretty delicious to me. I love using, for me, the little quesadillas I use are the Trader Joe ones. They're just like the perfect size, I feel like, just for like a little something small. And I just put some cheese and I fold it in half and then I cut it up instead of doing like 2 and then like, I just think this works like the same amount, but for some reason in my mind, I'm like, I don't know. And then 2 hash browns because I also was like, I don't feel like I'm gonna be full if I have like just like 2 little quesadillas. So I was like, you know what? I kind of want a hash brown right now. So I had a hash brown, and that's today's weird little lunch. interesting. Really bringing out all the food that would be classified as kids food on a menu. Today for dinner, we're having one of my faves. We just do some bow tie noodles and put a little bit more of that garden beef. That actually is the only like vegan beef that comes pre-made that I actually eat. It's the only one I actually eat. Now I used to have field roast hot dogs, but they changed it and I don't like it anymore. So literally it's just that's the only like vegan beef I consume. And we just put a little oil, a little garlic, and it's amazing. It's my favorite, and this will also probably be my lunch for the next few days, so don't expect to see lunch for a little bit. So for tonight's dinner, it's probably my second favorite meal to have, right behind that. Oh my God. What the? Okay. He needs to have dinner first, and then we'll chat. What I was trying to say was that this is probably my second most favorite thing to eat, right behind having the little like meat quesadilla and stuff like that. All it is, it's very simple. You get some pasta, you get some sauce, and you get a little bit of the ground beef, mix it all up, and it's delicious. But just like the meat and cheese, it's all about what seasonings you put in. And we put in basically the same exact seasonings that I put in there, but we add in this. Honestly, if it doesn't have this, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's just pasta sauce. This was what makes it that nice, have that like spice. Honestly, listen, if you haven't caught on, I love some good spicy food here. And this just takes it to like another level. Now, I will say I'm like down for all kind of hot food. Like if it's gonna like feel like it's burning, okay, still tastes good. But this is not like, oh my God, it's burning. This is like a really nice heat that just like adds to it, I'll say. So to really do this, that is what you need to add. So we're gonna putting it all together. So here is our meat sauce, really, that's what it is. And then we're gonna put the noodles in, mix it all together. Absolutely delicious. I will show you once it's all mixed. Okay, so those are all the meals that I will kind of typically eat throughout the week. There are a few others that I just ended up not eating this week, but I just wanted to try something different and not show like, here I am eating pasta and then eating the same exact pasta the next day, because, you know, just a little repetitious. But I do hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the meals we ate. I know I didn't even like really realize until I was filming this that like really brought out the kids menu today for y'all. I hope you enjoyed seeing my little kids menu. I think I've talked about this in the past, but sometimes certain like textures of food, it just gives me real bad sensory issues. So it makes it a little bit hard to eat traditionally like healthy food that people always go with. So I try to do my best, and you know, but I do hope you guys enjoyed. It was obviously a little bit different. Damn, the dehumidifier just kicked on. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is obviously, you know, shook it up a little bit because we've been doing a lot of running, walking. I mean, we did do that one video where like we reset, but still a lot of walking, running to, you know, now throw food in there. I figured first, let's just shake it up a little bit. But also, we have to probably talk about this in next week. The running, walking has not been going great. So not right now. We'll deal with that in the future. I will talk to you guys about that then. Till then though, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week for the outro.